welcome. This is Cryptochain with simple cryptocurrency news, and in today's news video I'm going to be talking about Russian President Putin ordering the government to adopt crypto regulation by July 2019. Then I'm going to be talking about Shapeshift creating a 6-episode series focusing on cryptocurrency for crypto enthusiasts. Then I'm going to be covering news from the Ontology ecosystem, some news from Phantasma chain, and finally I'll close it off with news from the NEO ecosystem, as I always do. Now, before I jump into the news, I just want to remind you that if you check the description below this video, you will find the times with all the different topics that I'm going to be covering in this video, as well as the links, so you can simply click on the time and it will take you directly to the topic that you're interested in listening to. Okay, that being said, let's get right in. So on Cointelegraph.com, Russian President Putin orders government to adopt crypto regulation by July 2019. So basically he's just trying to put pressure on his own government to get the regulation in for cryptocurrencies, and apparently this is just an echo of what he said in a previous statement in 2018 when he ordered the government to set up regulation for the trade of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, including initial coin offerings and crypto mining by July 2018, but nothing was done, right? So basically he's just trying to reiterate that this is what they need to do. And interestingly enough, the Russian Minister of Justice argued that the ministry does not see the need to legally define the concept of cryptocurrency, since cryptocurrencies cannot be used as a payment method in the country. Right, so the guy has a point. Basically, he doesn't want to touch it yet, but if we're going to see other countries do it, I'm guessing Russia will come, right? They will have to do it, and that's probably why Putin is putting pressure on the government. And I do believe that they're going to regulate it probably in 2019, right? Because it just seems like he's reiterating it and he's really going for it, right? 2019, I think, is the year of the regulations. We're going to see more and more across different countries. So that being said, let's get right into the Shapeshift news, which is Shapeshift presenting the 6-episode show dedicated to crypto enthusiasts. So basically Shapeshift, which is a company, right, that unfortunately had to lay off a lot of their staff because, you know, they had some problems with when they got into the token sale, they didn't sell their Ether on time. So obviously they had funding problems and they couldn't afford to pay all the developers to complete the project. So they had to work with less developers, right? We have seen many companies do the same. They suffered the crash because they didn't sell their Ether straight away, right? After the token sale. So it is what it is, right? This is how companies learn to avoid this kind of mistake in the future. So basically what they're saying here on their official Twitter account, Shapeshift.io, they've posted 6 previews with a brief summary of each episode. The first one being the technologist, in which they're talking about the CEO of Zcash. The second one is the humanitarian, which is the CEO of Mama Hope, and Satoshi is female. Third episode is the innovator, which is about Diego Gutierrez Zaldivar, CEO of ORSK Labs, an open source smart contract platform that claims to create decentralized apps to empower people and improve their life quality. Wow. Okay, and the venture capitalist tells the story of Meltem Demirors, Chief Strategy Officer of cryptocurrency investment products and research provider CoinShares. And the 5th episode is going to be the musician who created, follows Tatiana Moros, who created an artist coin dubbed Tatiana Coin and wrote a jingle for Bitcoin, right? Okay, that's interesting. And the last episode is going to be dedicated to Eric Voorhees, who's the founder of Shapeshift back in 2013. And Voorhees focused on the social impact of blockchain. So here they're actually mentioning that Shapeshift laid off a third of its team due to crashing prices and ensuing crypto winter. And earlier in February, the company announced a beta version of what was called the new Shapeshift, given limited access to its new features. According to Voorhees, the firm is developing a non-custodial crypto platform in an easy package. So yeah, they're basically just trying to come back. They're trying to attract investors. They're trying to attract people and the community to them, right? But I don't know. Let's see how things go. I mean, once a community is damaged because of news like this, like laying off staff, you know, I don't know what the trust would be like. If people still trust them, maybe maybe they can regain that trust, but nevertheless these episodes should probably be interesting. So I'm going to keep an eye out and see when they post them to watch them. Cool. That's that from the crypto news, but we're going to be talking about the Ontology ecosystem. So let's see, what do we have? So Ontology posted on Twitter that we should start following Matthias, who leads the tech community at Ontology, and he promises to tweet for the first time tomorrow, reflecting on Ontology's recent addition to Google Cloud, AWS, and Azure. So if we look at the article, so here we can see that you can develop Ontology smart contracts on Google Cloud, Amazon Web Services, and Azure, as we already know from a previous video that I did, in which Ontology actually set up a bounty program in which you get paid in Ontology and Ontology gas if you make life easier for Ontology by basically creating some sort of applications which is easier for developers to adapt to, right? So I don't know, an SDK tool, for example, software development toolkit, or if you want to make it easier for security token offerings, they actually offer the biggest bounty on that. So if you create some sort of application to make it simple for a security token to be deployed on one of the Ontology smart side chains, then you get like 5,000 plus ONT, which is quite a lot, right? Maybe not so much if you're a whole team of developers working on that, but if you're one or two people, it's quite a lot of ONT, right? It's not bad. So yes, basically they're just reflecting here, reiterating everything I was saying. Yeah, so basically, yeah, they're trying to say that you can use the Google Cloud technology to start producing, right? To start developing. So they're just trying to attract developers to start producing smart contracts. We have seen a lot of blockchain gaming companies now coming on board on Ontology. They're working as well. So we're going to see more games on Ontology. Well, these games are not actually decentralized, just to make you aware of that. The games themselves are not decentralized, right? But they are using some part of the blockchain at some point with certain features, such as characters, for example, maybe items too. But the actions that are happening in games cannot be decentralized for obvious reasons, because they would be very slow, right? You could imagine having every attack, every move that you make within the game on the blockchain, right? It's not really possible, or maybe it is possible, but it would be extremely slow and it would make people not want to play. So yes, when it comes to these gaming dApps, you need to keep that in mind as well, that not everything can be decentralized. So as we've seen with Hyper Dragons Go, for example, which I've done a demo on. So cool, that's that. Let's talk more about Ontology, and actually they're trying to expand. So they've created a Filipino community on Telegram. Of course, the admin is probably from Philippines. So basically they're trying to reach out to people that speak Filipino to access this Telegram channel and find out all the latest news directly from the Ontology people, right, which speak their language. So pretty cool stuff. And we've also got the Romanian Ontology community as well, which has recently been opened. Actually, interestingly enough, the admin of this Telegram group is also an admin of the Ontology trading group, right? So there's the Ontology main channel, and then there's the Ontology trading channel as well, which has a lot of members. So one of the admins, Andre, he's actually really good as a trader. He gives a lot of good trading advice, and he is the admin of this group. So yes, if you're Romanian, if you speak Romanian, do check out this group. It's really, really good, really friendly, and people will help you out there. And you can get the latest news, of course, from Ontology directly. Okay, that being said about Ontology, now let's talk about Phantasma chain. Now, they are still on the NEO blockchain, but they're working on migrating to their own blockchain before the end of Q1 of 2019. This is the aim. We haven't heard any big news from Phantasma lately, except for this one, which I'm going to be reading right now. But basically, we're hoping to hear something interesting. And also, if you're a developer, do check out their GitHub page. It is quite interesting. Let me just say that. There is some information in there. We can see they're actively working on it. They made some changes to the smart contract. They made some changes to the way the master nodes work, and also the staking system, right? That's probably the attractive one, which many people will be interested in. So there has been some information leaked on the Phantasma Telegram channel as well about their GitHub. So of course they didn't make it public, but the information is there, right? It is actually open source. Feel free to check out their GitHub. If you're a developer especially, you'll be able to understand it better and translate it for people, right? But yes, nothing official yet on those functionalities. This is what we're seeing in GitHub if we're looking at the code, but of course the team didn't confirm anything yet. Hopefully we'll get something pretty soon. I'm expecting March, to be honest. So yeah, basically what they're saying here is that Pixio chain, Phantasma chain, and Null service are gonna go at a developer workshop in March in Paris. So that's where you can learn about the architecture of public blockchains from 3 expert blockchain devs. Of course, you can find out more if you go to this link below, but yes, it's Sergio Flores, CEO of Phantasma, Dr. Jorik Lartiga, who is the CEO of Pixio, and Moshe Malawech, who is the CEO of Nulls. So yes, do check that out if you're interested, especially if you're in Paris and you're watching this video. Maybe you'll be interested to attend and hear some information on that. That being said, let's get into the NEO ecosystem news. So, NEO Economy, right? The NEO Economy store created by Vincent, who's actually an employer of NEO News Today, and I've actually done a video cast with him some time ago. Do check that out. I'm going to be posting a link to that video cast in the description below. Do check that out if you're interested to listen to all the things that he's been talking about, both about NEO News and NEO Economy. This is a store. Basically what you can do is you can purchase any merchandise here which have NEO symbol and of course other NEO DApp symbols, for example Travala, for example Switcho Network, the decentralized exchange. You can get a Switcho sticker for your phone, you can get mugs, shoes, slippers, and all that sort of stuff, hats. So pretty cool. And also ledgers, right? So apparently he's been telling me that some people have been ordering ledgers from his website already. So again, if you're interested in checking out this website, do check out the referral link below in the description. Okay, you could access my referral link if you're interested in purchasing some merchandise. If you're, say, a fan of NEO and you want some caps or some t-shirt, please do use my referral link. You'll really help support my channel, because there is a small commission, okay, if you order something for me as well. So that will really help me. So I'd really appreciate it if you do that. Thank you very much. But yes, that's pretty much it. Do check it out. Again, link in the description below. You can connect with your O3 mobile wallet or with the O3 desktop wallet. And once you connect, everything will be enabled here. Everything is on limited supply because it gets created on demand. So you don't need to worry about anything being out of stock, right? But yes, that's that. So cool, let's talk about more news from the NEO ecosystem, and this is a really interesting one which just came in just before I was doing this video. It's called Conjure. So Conjure releases metrics for upcoming securities offerings. So this was posted on NEO News Today, and let's see, so what are they actually trying to do? So we're going to be reading through some of this because this is interesting. So Conjure, which is an incentivized, decentralized video sharing project currently registered as a Delaware LLC, has issued details of its token sale, which is planned to begin on March 1st of 2019. Conjure previously announced that it would be delaying its February 2019 token sale and shift to a security token offering in response to the current legal landscape for token sales. So Conjure's securities offering will offer 70 million Conjure CJR tokens for sale out of a 100 million total supply, and the price will be 10 cents per token, right? The sale is open to US and non-US accredited investors. And what is it all about? So Conjure's product plans to challenge the monopoly of technology giant Google and its video sharing platform YouTube. So this is quite interesting, right? Because I'm doing this video on YouTube talking about a competitor for YouTube. So let's see if it works out for them. But basically they're attempting to return control to the independent content creators that caused its initial popularity. According to Conjure, a shift away from monetization of independent voices on YouTube, combined with an embrace of whitelisted corporate programming, looks more like a purge than a mistake. Conjure seeks to decentralize the content monetization process by using cryptocurrency to facilitate direct agreements between content creators and advertisers. Additionally, Conjure plans to categorize its content in a linear classification system that groups like-minded content together for the inconvenience of both Conjure's users and prospective advisors. So here they're talking about the development roadmap and the plan. So I'm probably going to do a full review on this project eventually. Their website is here, so do check them out if you're interested. I'll probably do a full review on them because I think there's some quite interesting information that I want to cover, especially because it's going to be a security token offering. I've done a video, a webcast with Steve Good from CoinChat and Crypto Beast from the Crypto Beast show, talking about STOs, right? Security token offerings. So this is a hot topic right now. All the previous ICOs we've known are trying to move to STOs, but then again, you know, it does involve more cost, right? Because you need a lawyer to handle everything, right? You need to ensure that people's funds are safe. So this is actually an interesting topic, a delicate and a hot one at the same time. So yes, I'm going to be covering probably a full review of this project just to give you my opinion on it. But for now, just keep in mind that they're doing this and we're going to see probably more of these security offerings. So this is actually the second one because we had Nex, which is now rebranded to Nash, the decentralized exchange, which is about to launch at the end of March. And we've got Conjure. So this is the second one. Cool, right, let's talk about Narrative. So Narrative announces the April 2nd launch date for public beta. So Narrative are a social media and content economy platform, and they've announced that they're going to launch public beta on Tuesday, April 2nd. So probably one of the most important updates in this beta launch is the niche moderator functionality, right? Because you need basically you need a specific ability to boost your reputation score, and you need to certify yourself to do that, right? Of course you can get reputation score by probably commenting and posting content, but to really boost it you need to certify it, and to certify it you do need to do a KYC. So here they're saying that if you're a niche moderator and you get approved, of course you do get $600 worth of NRVE tokens per year, and plus more stuff. So this is quite good because they are actually paying you, right? You are being given something. It's not just that you're a niche moderator for nothing, right? And also to register for the certification, again, just to reiterate, you do need to do KYC, which is a selfie photograph that includes a piece of paper with the date and the words Narrative certification on it. So yes, also Narrative states that they will only retain the user's birth month and year, country, and a hash or a unique identification for the system. The content economy platform provider states they are collecting birth month and year for access to age-restricted content. And of course, there's an identification verification provider called Onfido. This is a third-party trusted provider which they're using. And of course, the registration costs $10, but that will increase to $15 at the launch of the public beta. So yes, do check that out and also read the rest of this article if you're interested. I'm going to be posting a link, like I said, in the description. But that's that from Narrative. And some slightly negative news for the NEO ecosystem, maybe not so negative. Apparently that's what some of the community members say. They're actually happy with this news, but apparently Effect.AI are announcing their intention to migrate to EOS. So Effect.AI were a project on the NEO blockchain. They had the NEP5 token, but yeah, they want to migrate to EOS, right? Because apparently they're not happy with the fact that there are not that many languages, programming languages available for NEO, and also the limited transaction throughput and the state of the blockchain with the malicious spam attacks. So basically NEO had some problems some time ago. They suffered some spam attacks. Things were moving very slow on their blockchain. If you're doing any kind of distribution, for example, CGAS distribution by NEO name service was done, and that kind of clogged the whole blockchain. So they weren't really prepared for this high throughput of transactions. But we know that they're going to be fixing a lot of this with NEO 3.0 coming up. 2020 should be the time, right? So they are saying that NEO is not a project which is, you know, gonna fix itself basically this year and we're gonna see fast transaction speeds and all that. No, we need to wait until 2020 pretty much. We need NEO 3.0 and all the functionality to appear, basically to be developed in time. So it is a 1-year hold for anybody that holds NEO. Again, this is not financial advice, just to let you know that if you do hold NEO, just keep in mind, ignore all the FUD basically, and just keep in mind that they are developing, they are improving. We've seen that in the NEO DevCon in Seattle, right? They've opened an office there, so they've got a lot of Americans working on their marketing, working on development. So they're basically moving bounds, right? They're going outside of China, they're expanding. So this is good news for NEO in my opinion. But if this is what Effect.AI feel, this is what they feel, right? You can't stop them. They're free to do what they want. They are a dApp on the NEO blockchain at the end of the day, and we're seeing many dApps migrate to their own blockchains for whatever reasons, including Phantasma chain, for example, because they want to be able to achieve certain things in a certain way, and unfortunately NEO doesn't offer them that. So they need a specific type of blockchain for that. But yes, that was pretty much it for the news for today. Again, if you're new to my channel, I would appreciate if you could subscribe. It would be great. Please hit the likes if you enjoyed the video, and leave a comment below if you have any sort of questions or doubt. And please don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well at CryptosChain, where I post articles, news, and I do a lot of retweets from other crypto YouTubers or interesting news that may see around the crypto system and economy. Right, thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.